Hey everybody, welcome back to today's vlog. Today is Tuesday, May the 4th, and I'm currently sitting in our high school parking lot, like where we live. None of my kids go to public school, but once in a while Kylee does come and practice with their orchestra class here so that she can be involved in their concerts and things like that since she takes violin lessons. So we are sitting here. I'm sitting here with Kylee. Say hi, Kylee. I'm just sitting here with Kylee. She's my oldest. She's my 9th grader. So I'm just waiting for her to go into class here in a few minutes, and then I'm going to head back home. But if you are a regular viewer, you're probably wondering, why in the world are you posting your video at 8 a.m.? And if you're new here, I normally post my videos Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. That's like my time schedule. That's what I've been sticking to for a while now. But I'm posting at 8 a.m. today because I was invited as a part of this collab with a bunch of other super awesome ladies that I call my friends, and I could not pass up that invitation, so here I am. So that's why I'm posting at 8 this morning, because it's a collab with a lot of other large family mamas, and today's videos are going to be all about large family logistics, and everybody has something to share. I don't think all of us have the same thing. Maybe one or two of us may. Probably not though. Everybody has something new to share. So I personally chose to share about how to homeschool a large family, homeschooling multiple grades and ages, all of that fun stuff, and how to make it work and how you can make it work. A lot of people are sharing about chore systems and vacations and living in small spaces with a large family, things like that, which I'm super excited to watch all of their videos and check out how they make it work with a large family. But I hope you stick around today because I'm excited to share with you how we make homeschooling work with a large family. But you'll probably be surprised that homeschooling a large family doesn't look quite like you think it would look. I've always pictured, when people say they homeschool multiple grades and ages, I just picture like this family just gathered around the table and they just sit there and get all their schoolwork done. Well, that's rarely what it looks like for us. Hardly ever. I mean, because we do homeschooling all over the place, and you're going to see that. You're going to see that in today's video of how we make it work. And also, stick around to the end of this video because I'm going to be sharing with you what we will be using next homeschool year. I'm not showing you all the curriculum today, but I am going to show you majority of it. I've been excited to share this, and I thought this is the perfect video to share that because it is all of our group studies for next year. So make sure you stay tuned at the end of this video to see the curriculum that we'll be using for next year. This is Amy. She's my kindergartner. She is currently working on some artwork in her new journal that she just got. This girl is a journal girl. This is all the journals that she has already worked through and she's saving. She's got her fun pens here, and she's just going away on some artwork. We're getting towards the end of the year. Yeah, see. I think I mentioned already that our last day of homeschool is May 14th. So we're doing a lot of relaxed work these last couple of weeks. A lot of fun stuff going on. Can you say hello, Everly? Say hello. And normally while the kids are working on their schoolwork, I will have Everly just doodle in a notebook, or she'll go play in the room with her other sisters. You need a pen? Okay, hang on. So now that we are back home, we are going to get settled into some schoolwork. As you can see here, homeschooling happens at different times of the day. I don't always work with everybody at the same time. There's a lot of one-on-one work while another child is doing something else. So as you can see here, I'm helping my daughter with her schoolwork. This is my 2nd grader. I normally help her first, and then I will move on to my kindergartner, and at that time my 2nd grader can have some free time. She can go play, she can draw, whatever. She can just have some free time. And while I am teaching them, usually my 9th grader, she's over at the table working on her schoolwork or either on the couch, and then my 7th and 5th grader are usually somewhere in the midst also working on their schoolwork. Sometimes they like to sit on the couch with their schoolwork. Other times, if they need some quiet, they will go upstairs to their desk and sit there and work, or they can even go in the basement where it's even quieter. Especially when they're doing their math, they're teaching textbooks, they love to go to the basement where it's really quiet and work on their schoolwork there. There's a lot of one-on-one time here rather than gathering everyone around the table, which, like I said, some of that will be changing this coming year just a little bit, but I will be explaining more about that at the end of this video. So while some girls are downstairs working, Emily chose to come upstairs today and do some schoolwork at her desk. And right now she is working in her farm anatomy book. Let's see the front of it. I've showed it before in case someone's new here. Let's see the front. It's just a farm anatomy book that I picked up on Amazon, and she has loved this book. This is one of your favorites, isn't it? She has learned so much out of this book. And then we got these printables off of, I think it was like, what is that website called? I want to say like Daily Skill Building or something like that. I will find it and link it. I think the worksheets were like $10, and then her notebook was about $15. And this is Bethany, my 5-year-old. This little girl is always doing some kind of craft. Always. What kind of crafts are you always doing? Barbie crafts all day long. She's up here cutting and gluing something. And this is Natalie, the 3-year-old. What are you working on today, Natalie? School. Yeah. That's her answer. She loves to do school. She loves to draw and doodle and play. And yes, this form's a mess, y'all. There's a deer antler from Christmas right there that they pull out of the box and play with sometimes. And this is their prayer journal. So all of my girls have one of these. This is the first thing they work on in the mornings. Except for my older girls, they choose to keep this in their nightstand beside their bed and do it at night before they go to bed, which is totally fine with me. Just whenever, just sometime through the day. But my little kids prefer to do it in the mornings with their regular schoolwork. I did get these from Anna Vance last year. They are just so neat. So it just has place for thankfulness, prayers, prayer requests, scriptures, just all kinds of stuff in there. Their lesson in science today was see inside your body, and we talked about the brain. So Holly is now going to draw the brain, and we're going to make some notes beside the brain that we learned today. What's one thing you learned about the brain today, Holly?
That the right side is triangle and this side is
The right side is more creative and the left side is more what? Logical. And what did we decide? Are you more creative or more logical?
Creative.
Right. So today's lunch is corn dogs with a side of fruit. And I'm about to leave here in a few minutes to go ahead and take Emily to piano. She only has 30-minute lessons right down the road. And then we're going to come back home and let the girls finish up the rest of their subjects. It's mostly my older kids that always have to finish after lunch, not my little ones. They're usually 3 by lunchtime. So we're going to take her to piano and then come back home. And then Kylee actually has an orchestra concert tonight that we'll be going to. So it's almost 2. Everly is still down for her nap, so I thought it's the perfect time to go ahead and show you what we're going to be using for curriculum next year. We're finished up with our subjects for the day. Kylee does still need to work on algebra. Like I said, this is not all the curriculum that we're going to be using. I'm going to do this in bits and pieces. I'm just going to add it in with my vlogs here and there. You'll know when I add it because I'll let you know. But I'm starting today with, like, I guess it's kind of like the majority of our curriculum, because I'm going with some group subjects next year just to kind of make things easier, because like I said, I have a newborn coming this summer, and I'm just trying to make life as easy as possible for when we start back to homeschool in August. Now this does not include my high schooler stuff. She will be in the 10th grade this fall, she is kind of doing her own thing. Since she's in high school, I'm not going to put her in with the other kids doing this because she's got her own things. She's got to get her credits built up and all that. So she's got some different stuff going on than they do, of course. This does include my upcoming 8th grader, 6th grader, 3rd grader, 1st grader, and kindergartner. So I've got 5 kids grouped into this one curriculum this coming fall. So like I said, I'll show you all the other curriculum and other videos coming up soon. Let me turn that washer off. I'm afraid it's going to be distractive the whole time I'm trying to talk. Okay, I turned it off. That was getting very distractive even in my ear, so I didn't want it to interfere with the video. But anyway, I have got the curriculum here. This is actually even kind of like an unboxing because I have not even looked into this box of curriculum yet. I've been waiting to open it with you all. So let's get started. Okay, so our grouped subjects for next year, I have chose to go with My Father's World. I've heard such great things about My Father's World. One of my best friends here, she has used My Father's World for many years. So I am just super excited to use it. This is 1850 to modern times. This is the one that I chose to go with. I just felt like it was best fitting for my ages that I have this year and what we need to know, and I just went with this one. So I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you the books that came along with it. If you don't know, My Father's World is kind of like an open and go curriculum pretty much. They have like a daily schedule laid out for you, weekly schedule. Is really nice, and I will try to remember to give you a glimpse of that here in a minute so you can see inside of their schedule. But this book came as part of the curriculum. I did order the whole package. I didn't order bits and pieces. I went ahead and ordered the whole package so that I had everything that I needed here. So this American History book is one of the books that came in the package. This one is called Brother Andrew, Corey Ten Boom. This one's called Sergeant York and the Great War. A lot of these books I do not have on hand, so this is going to be nice to add to our collection of books as well. Courage to Run, Across 5 Aprils, Hudson Taylor, the U.S. History Cookbook. This is awesome because my kids love to get in the kitchen and help cook and bake. So this is going to be a fun one, I'm sure. Tales of Persia, A Young Person's Guide to Knowing God, The Story of the World, Volume 4, The Modern Age. I've actually heard really, really good things about The Story of the World as well. And then the CDs it comes with, it has Americans Patriotic Songs. So my music-loving daughter, the one that's almost in 10th grade, would get me for saying all of these names wrong. So I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to hold it up here because I'm just being honest with you. There's a lot of these names that I cannot pronounce, and she can pronounce them all. Like, I have butchered some of their names talking to her, and she's like, Mama, that's not how you say it. So here you go. I'm just going to let y'all see these names instead of me trying to pronounce any of them. I can read the Stories of Foster, but I'm not sure how you say the other name. Alright, and then what I did is I ordered 3 of the student packs. One is for my upcoming 8th grader, my 3rd grader, and 6th grader. So I have 3 of these, and yes, I know that you can just take these and make copies, and I've done that many times in many years. I've just ran and made copies. But let me tell you, that starts getting hard, especially if you forget and you're sitting down to start a school lesson and you're like, oh man, I didn't print that extra sheet, and then you got to run and print it. And me knowing me, having a newborn this summer, it may be a little bit easy just to get kind of relaxed in that and not do my part as I should. I'm just being honest. So knowing that I have these already pre-printed for me, I'm just going to stick them in my kids' binders and not have to worry about printing several sheets for several different kids. Is going to be a huge blessing to me this year. Like I said, I've done it in the past and it works, but I know how busy I'm going to be. So, and the reason I did not get my 1st grader and kindergartner one of these, because I just feel like it's going to be a little bit over their heads. So what they're going to do is they're just going to sit in and listen on the history and science part, and then I'm going to break that down to their level where they can draw a picture of that. Great, they're just going to sit in and listen on the history and science part. A lot is not expected of them at all. They'll of course have their own level of math and phonics, language arts, and all of that stuff. So they'll just listen in on the science and history part and then draw a picture of it, or you know, whatever. I'm going to break it down to their level where it's not over their head. And then I got this states and capital songs. You never forget what you sing. It's got a little CD here on the back. I think that's going to be helpful for memorization as well. That is it for the Bible and history part of it. Science, I did go ahead and go with their science. So I went ahead and ordered my high schooler science for My Father's World, since I was already ordering, because I already knew that I wanted her to use the chemistry So I did go ahead and order hers, and then I went ahead and ordered my 8th grader science, and then the science here is already included for my 6th grader, 3rd grader, 1st grader, kindergartner. So that's already included here, but I of course had to do my 8th grade and 10th grader science separate since it's a little bit more advanced. So I went with chemistry for my 10th grader. She is finishing up with biology this year. She's actually almost done for the whole year, and then we'll start on chemistry this fall. I say this fall, but we start back at the beginning of August, which is technically like really hot summertime. I don't know why I call it this fall, but. And then for my 8th grader, I went with physical science for her for 8th grade. Here's the big main book, Exploring Creation with Physical Science. And then here are the worksheets that will go with the Story of the World book that I just showed you a while ago, and this will mainly be for my 8th grader, 6th grader, and possibly even my 3rd grader, possibly. And there's another one of Kylie's chemistry books, Exploring Creation with Chemistry and Physics. And then here is the chemistry daily lesson plans. I got this big thing of the United States maps. This is going to be super helpful with getting the girls to memorize where their states are and writing them. I love how big it is too. I mean, that's just going to be so easy to write on, and I think it's just going to help with memory as well. And then the last thing in this box is Creation to Modern Times, the timeline book. So I'm excited to have this big timeline book as well as we work our way through this curriculum. Okay, so I told you I would give you a look inside of this teacher's manual, the 1850 to Modern Times, and show you how it is laid out, because I know that's super helpful whenever I have looked at curriculum over the years, just having a peek inside. So here is your table of contents, and it tells you week 1 what you'll be learning about, which is states. Week 2 is states. Week 3, Queen Victoria. Week 4, David Livingstone in Africa. So yeah, see how it's just laid out. And the science will be introduction to chemistry, physics, solids, liquids. It's just got every week laid out there. It's got your overview of what you'll be learning for the year over here. And then of course you'll want your own math and language arts for each grade, because they all learn on their own level with that, of course. Preparation that you may have to do for that week. Go ahead and get the 3 ring binders and get their paper in it, all of that. I love to get all of that stuff ready before the school year even starts. Got some teaching tips there. But the main thing that I wanted to show you was their schedule out. Oh, this is nice too. A book basket for the week. A list of memory verses here. So here is the main thing that I wanted to show you. Here is week 1. And then you can tell that it's got a perfectly laid out schedule. And no, you do not have to stick to their schedule, but it is nice to have this as a guide. So here is Bible, what you would start out with. You'll be singing Then Sings My Soul. It has all the way across of what you will need. Your spelling, your English, states, book basket, and then it tells you what you can do for 7th and 8th grader if you have one of those, and I will have an 8th grader. Math, of course, is separate, but it has a place here to record that. Reading, I just absolutely love having this schedule laid out, especially, like I said, since I'll have a newborn this summer. And then you'll come over here to your week 1 notes, and this makes it so easy. You can go ahead and look at what you need to prep for, the materials you're going to need, a suggestion, and then it starts with Monday, so it tells you everything you need to do or read on Monday, all the way down through there. Up here, that's on Monday, and then it starts on Tuesday, and then it's going to tell you everything you need to do. And then it has this for every single week. How nice is that, y'all? I just love this layout. But yes, I just can't say enough good about this curriculum and how excited I am to use it, and how nice it is to have those options out there that will just lay your weeks out for you when you're in a season of maybe busyness or toddlers or newborns, things like that. This is not sponsored anyway. I purchased all of this curriculum with my own money. It's just after doing some research, I decided, hey, I want to do that for group subjects this year. Instead of trying to get 5 million different things for different kids, all I have to worry about now is just getting their separate language arts and math, and then my high schoolers electives. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope it was very helpful to you for your next year and picking out curriculum and helping you make a decision. Do you want an open go box curriculum, or do you want to just pick out all your subjects on your own, which I do most years. This year I wanted to open and go curriculum. Are you looking at the My Father's World magazine back there? But anyway, y'all, we've got to get ready and go to Kylie's orchestra concert this evening, get dinner, all of that good stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and end this vlog here. I thank y'all so much for watching today's vlog. Like I said, go check out all those other ladies in the playlist below and see what they're sharing about their large family. And we will talk to you in the comments. Bye.